Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Lee here, or Aaron Halo 18, or Aaron Lee, by the way. And today is episode 6 of the DC cinematic universe, or DCEU, or DCCU. They put a lot of articles on this. First article I'll read is why a MCU / DCEU crossover movie could happen. Harry Taylor is the guy's name. Posted on August 13th, 2015 at 12:22 a.m. The past years have given us fantastic movies from both the MCU and the DCEU. These movies have resurrected the superhero genre and created a new generation of fans, myself included. But what if I am an idealistic, imaginary world that MCU and DC EU made a crossover movie or movies? Well, that would be pretty damn awesome. But we might not have to live in an imaginary world for this to be a possibility. Yes, it could happen in the near future. And they show a picture of Chris Evans as Captain America from Avengers, and it says, really? Where this has happened before. A crossover event is not something that hasn't happened before. All the way back in good old 96, a 4-issue comic was released titled DC versus Marvel, in which both respected universes acknowledge each other's existence and readied their superheroes for duels. Yeah, if you haven't read it already, then where the heck have you been? The showdown of the century. It's a picture of the 1996 comic with DC versus Marvel Comics, issue 1. Back then it was $3.35. And below it says $6.50. It all starts here. So, with this in mind, a crossover movie doesn't seem too unlikely if their comic book counterparts have done it in the past, and who doesn't want to see Superman versus Hulk? Why it won't happen in the next 5 years? If a movie of this type did go ahead, then it wouldn't happen straight away. Both MCU and the DC EU have movies slated to come out until 2020. Marvel Phase 3 and 4. So if a movie were to happen, then it would probably be after that time, unfortunately. Then they show a picture of Eric Fournier turning into the Hulk. from his first movie. The present fierce competition between the two. Now you may be wondering why there hasn't been any talks between Marvel Studios and Warner Brothers for a future crossover movie. And the answer to that is simple. The competition at the moment, in this present time, there is an extremely fierce and high pressured competition. Especially as Marvel, the current front runners in superhero genre, feel very threatened by the new but seemingly very powerful DC EU. This creates tension between the two powerhouses and hence why at this time no official talks have been held. But hopefully this will change within the next years, and the two will listen to us fans and give us what we want. But for the time being, it is just a waiting game. And recommend it, and you can share it on Facebook and Twitter. And the tags are Marvel, DC creators, Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Cinematic Universe, Disney Mobile. That's it for that article. I don't know. Henry Cavill says WB has big plans for the DC EU. Katharina Dennis. Posted on August 12th, 2015 at 1:21 p.m. Katharina Dennis, senior editor / comics, Star Wars, gaming / Twitter at Katharina, blog Katharina.com / Star Wars, Los Angeles Underground.com. They show a picture of Superman with a 7-11 sign in the back and an American flag on a wall behind him. For over a year now, the state of the DC Extended Universe, the official name they're using in place of the standard cinematic universe, has been a hot point of debate for fans of the comic house's classic superheroes. After several reboots and takes on Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and more, fans are wondering if the newly established franchise will hold up against its predecessors. With talks of contracts extending for at least Ben Affleck, it seems like there's been a long-term plan in place for a while. But now Superman himself, actor Henry Cavill, has spoken while on tour promoting The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The charming Brit took a little time to talk about Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and the plans that Warner Brothers has for the universe. And he said, there's a big plan in place at WB for the whole DC franchise. So all of this stuff ties in. They're not thinking from movie to movie. They're thinking from a big tentpole type thing, and each story has its own story, which is attached to the major issue. Yeah, there's a big plan. The actor also revealed a bit of his geeky roots in the interview, including his history with the legendary World of Warcraft gaming franchise. But he said again, "I used to play a lot. I haven't played in a long time. I heard it just got good again." With the film adaptation of World of Warcraft, I'm excited to see what it's like, because there's a hard thing to translate, and there are a lot of people who feel strongly about the lore in that. So we will see. So there you have it. Not only is Superman confident enough to stick around for a while, but it seems like he's probably got a level 90 paladin kicking around in the depths of an old server. Do you have confidence in the DCEU? 42 people voted. I chose absolutely. The other choices were, yeah, I'm going to have to wait and see, aren't I? And the last one says, I want to write my own post about it. You can share it on Facebook and Twitter. And the topics are news, superheroes, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, DC Cinematic Universe. Hugo Strange, Professor Pig, 6 villains I want to see in the new Batman trilogy. Ramiz Razid Khan. That was the title of his article. Posted on August 11th, 2015 at 4:50 p.m. And the total reads are 10,297, and the engagements is 5,959, and 41 comments. And below the picture is a picture of the Dark Knight Returns cartoon. And below the picture says, the Cape Crusader guarding his city. With rumors that lead us to believe that Batman v Superman. No, I'm not going to call it Batman v Superman. This guy calls it Versus. It's Versus. The guy kind of cusses in this article. He said, he spelled, damn it, wrong, so. I guess this guy doesn't like the title of the movie. Here goes. Got a standing ovation from Warner Brothers. Head honchos are about to give Ben Affleck a so-called golden deal, which involves him directing and starring in a trilogy of Batman films. Now, that's good news and bad news. I, for one, love the direction the DC Universe is taking. They're going for an awe-inspiring rather than grounding their stories in reality. Now, the bad news. Well, it's not really bad news, is Ben Affleck directing all three films. Ben Affleck, as fantastic as he is, doesn't really have a distinct style to his films. There's never an element of his films when I watch and go, that's a total Affleck thing. I believe the Batman films need some style and uniqueness rather than just being simple old Batman films. But that's another article I have yet to write. Affleck has directed 3 very good films and has an Oscar to boot. So time will truly tell how the Cape Crusader directs himself. While he truly will have earned the right to walk around and tell everyone I'm Batman. If all 3 films are fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I got off topic there. Anywho, let's get to the actual purpose of this article. Since we are supposedly getting 3 more Batman films in our new universe, it's only fitting to ponder what villains they'll be using in the films. Now, some of the villains I mentioned down here have actually been portrayed in films, but they deserve another go-ahead. Not because they sucked or anything, but it'd be nice to see them on the big screen again. So here we go. Number 6, Bane. They show a picture with Bane with words all over his body. And below the picture says, we can see a better Bane in the films. I know. I also loved Christopher Nolan's Bane. But let's be honest. How many of you were annoyed that they made him a henchman at the end and was totally friend-zoned by Talia al Ghul? To the cartoon picture of Bane and Talia al Ghul. And they show in the talking bubble, they show a red heart. Below the picture says accurate. The reason this character is popular is because he broke the bat. Not only physically, but mentally. The Dark Knight Rises did a good job of doing one of those. We never got to see the mental aspect of Bane toying with Batman. My suggestion is to adapt the Nightfall arc, scale it down just a bit, and boom, you have the definite Bane story on screen. And the picture showed Batman Nightfall Part 1, Broken Bat. The below picture says, one of the best arcs of Batman. In Nightfall, the story starts off with a bang. Bane frees up every locked criminal and super criminal and waits for Batman to be exhausted mentally and physically. In the process, he also deducts deduces Batman's secret identity, and finally breaks the bat. This would be a fantastic story to adapt in the Affleck Batflick universe. Number 5, Hugo Strange. Here's a picture of Hugo Strange from Arkham City, with his hands closed together. And below the picture says Hugo Strange. Now, Hugo Strange doesn't offer the physical treat many threat. I'm sure the physical threat many of Batman's other foes do. Therefore, but he does match the mental power of Batman. He is one of the few people to deduce Batman's secret identity. The type of information in Strange's hands is truly terrifying. Just imagine the scenario that was explored in one of the animated series episodes, where he tries to sell Batman's identity to supervillains for a compelling storyline. So not only would Batman have to worry about Strange, but also his foes, who are vying for a chance to figure out his identity. Hell, let's think bigger. What if Strange publicly broadcasts Batman's secret identity? What happens then? This is a story waiting to be told on the big screen, be it a live action or animation. Number 4, Professor Pig at PYG. Show the picture of a comic book picture of Professor Pig with a pig mask in a prison jumpsuit. And below the picture said, disturbed yet. A relatively new villain created by Grant Morrison has gained a lot of popularity. Morrison created this character to generally disturb audiences, and boy did he succeed. His main purpose is to take people and make them perfect according to him. Now, according to Pig, making people perfect is disfiguring them. Yeah, terrifying. He also specializes in some sort of mind control, which he uses on his Dollatrons. Dollatrons are actually the failed experiments he worked on. In a way, he's Scarecrow on a smaller scale. This villain is a bit too new to have a whole film centered around him. He would work best if paired up with someone more popular. Number 3, Black Mask. And it shows a picture of Black Mask from Arkham Origins. And below the picture says, in my book, one of the most underrated villains. Black Mask, Roman Sionis, although he possesses a great origin story. similar to my issue 2 pick, as you'll see later. He killed his parents, then, out of regret, went to the graveyard, and just then, boom, lightning strikes him. Convenient? No. He used that same lightning bolt as a sign of his new beginning. From the shattered pieces of his parents' casket, he carved out a mask, and thus the name Black Mask also. Black Mask also, did I mention? He hates Bruce Wayne. He seems to be the most logical and simplest character to face the Dark Knight. A powerful mob boss. He owns Gotham City and is dedicated to taking down Bruce Wayne. He is a skilled hand-to-hand combatant, able to hold his own against accomplished martial artists such as Batman and Catwoman. He has the power to call other supervillains to his aid too, as he did in the video game Batman Arkham Origins. Number 2, Hush. It shows a picture of Hush with a mask and in the middle of Gotham, on a bridge of Gotham, holding 2 pistols in his hand, and smoke from the 2 barrels are coming out. And he said in this picture, a single soul dwelling in 2 bodies. And below the picture says, also known as Tommy Elliot. Created in 2002, this character has gained a ton of popularity. Written by Jeff Loeb and penciled by Jim Lee. Jim Lee is an Asian guy, by the way. The arc he was a part of focuses on this character, a stalker hell-bent on killing Bruce Wayne. He goes as far as to fake his death, fake the resurrection of second Robin Jason Todd, and go head-to-head with Batman and seemingly win. The same arc had appearances from dozens of other supervillains, such as the Joker, Two-Face, Clayface, and Catwoman. A truly explosive story that showcases the power of friendship, explores romantic themes, and also features one of the best showdowns between Batman and the Joker, where Batman comes ever so close to ending him. The scene itself is blistering, and I won't spoil it by showing a picture of it. You must read it. A fantastic scene and a fantastic story. Number 1, The Court of Owls. Shows a picture of the Court of Owls from the new 52 Batman series. Zack Snyder is the definite Batman writer of today. This is a story that needs to be used as a finale of the trilogy. It's the only way to give this arc justice. They need to tease this from the very first film. We need to see the effect this secret organization has in the world. They have kept themselves a secret from even Batman. It's truly an awesome supergroup. They are basically the Illuminati of the Batman universe, and they're much more successful than the other secret society that the attack called the League of Assassins. The court kidnaps young circus performers and other physical specimens only to brainwash them and transform them into assassins, known as Talons. Shows another picture of a Talon beating up Batman, and the picture has blood in it too. Batman looks wounded and beaten up, and he has spikes in the back on his back. And below the picture says, one of the best sequences in Court of Owls. It's only logic to use this arc in a Batman film. But wisely, there is no use in wasting such an excellent story in one film. They must be introduced like Thanos in the MCU. We need to see them as a shady presence who have been pulling the strings from the very beginning. The Court of Owls are a perfect adversary for Batman because of how long they have evaded Batman. It's an explosive storyline, a must-read for any Bat fan. So, beautiful people, what do you think of the list? How would you improve it? Who would you want to take part in Batflix universe? Feel free to leave your comments below. Until then, thanks for reading, and remember to please love yourselves. Cheerio. It says share on Facebook and Twitter. Article created by Ramez Rizkid Khan. Some of these articles have descriptions about the writer. Topics, creators, news, superheroes, opinion, Batman, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Son of Batman, DC Cinematic Universe, DC Universe Animated Original Movies, comic books, Marvel, Superman, Batman Reboot, Ben Affleck as Batman, villains. That's it for that article. Superman was almost Batman. 12 actors who almost played the Dark Knight. Ian M. Simpson. It's got 27,000 total reads and 13,000 engagements and 34 comments. Superman was almost Batman. 12 actors who almost played the Dark Knight. By Ian M. Simpson. Posted on August 9th, 2015 at 2:18 p.m. Last edited on August 13th, 2015. Below the picture says, many Hollywood actors came close to being Batman. I like doing these videos every Friday, guys and girls, and I'm always needing help to be pushed, though. So don't mind that. Since the 1989 Batman film with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, we have seen our fair share of caped crusaders. From George Clooney to Ben Affleck, many memorable actors have donned the trademark cape and cowl. We can all voice our opinion on who the best Batman is, but we haven't even covered many actors who tried for the part but didn't quite make the cut. Number 1, Mel Gibson. Shows a picture of Mel Gibson. And below the picture says, before Michael Keaton got the part of Batman, Mel Gibson was Warner Brothers' first choice. Unfortunately, he was already tied up with a Lethal Weapon 2, so he couldn't accept the part. Number 2, Tom Hanks. Shows a picture of Tom Hanks. And below it says, Tom Hanks was considered for Batman in the original Batman movie, and before Val Kilmer was cast in Batman Forever, Hanks was in consideration for the part along with Alec Baldwin and Johnny Depp. Number 3, Bill Murray. Shows a picture of old Bill Murray with a beard. And below the picture says, at one point, Ivan Reitman was planning on making a comedic Batman movie, and Bill Murray was supposed to star. He was also considered for Tim Burton's Batman. Mommy! 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 For Harrison Ford. Show the picture of young Harrison Ford. And below the picture says, there was a long list of actors considered for Batman in Tim Burton's Batman film, including Harrison Ford, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise, Pierce Brosnan, and Tom Selleck. Mommy! 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 Cillian Murphy. Show a picture of Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy was Scarecrow in the Batman movies. Cillian was one of the original actors asked to audition to play Batman in Batman Begins. Christopher Nolan liked his audition so much that he gave him some part of Scarecrow instead. Number 6, Jake Gyllenhaal. Shows a picture of Jake Gyllenhaal. And below the picture says, Jake Gyllenhaal was another actor asked to audition for Batman and Batman Begins. Christian Bale was the favorite of the auditions. And eventually got the part. 7, Henry Cavill. Shows a picture of Henry Cavill. And below the picture says, along with Christian Bale, Cillian Murphy, and Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill was invited to audition for Batman Begins. Though he didn't get the part, he was later cast as Superman in Man of Steel, he will now get to fight Batman in the upcoming Batman v Superman film. 8. Heath Ledger. Show the picture of Heath Ledger before he died. During early production of Batman Begins, before Christian Bale even auditioned for the film, Heath Ledger was in consideration for the role. Instead of playing Batman, he was cast as the Joker in the sequel, The Dark Knight. His performance is widely regarded as one of the best villainous performances in film. 9. Josh Brolin. Show the picture of Josh Brolin. Below the picture says, before Ben Affleck was cast to play Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Josh Brolin was in talks for the role. Mommy! 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 We're all too eager for Affleck to get the part. Leg. 10. Armie Hammer. Show the picture of Armie Hammer. Below the picture says Armie Hammer was not only considered to play Batman in Batman v Superman, but actually did in the canceled Justice League Mortal that was supposed to be made by George Miller. Richard Armitage. Show the picture of him. The 3 Hobbit actors who considered considered for the part in Batman v versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. More. Ouch. On the afterward, Richard Armitage was one of the fan base's favorite picks. Luke Evans and Orlando Bloom were also considered. 12. Keanu Reeves. Show the picture of him. And below it says, not only was Keanu Reeves considered for the role of Batman in Batman v Superman, he openly voiced his interest in playing the role. He was also considered for the role in Batman Forever. Who do you want to see as Batman? And a picture, there's a GIF picture down below that shows Batman dancing like Pulp Fiction or something. And below the picture says source, IMDb. Recommended. You can share it on Facebook and Twitter. Topics. Creators, Batman, casting, Batman reboot, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Son of Batman, Lego Batman, Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 2, Ben Affleck is Batman, Batman Arkham series, Batman Arkham series, Batman Assault on Arkham, The Dark Knight Rises, Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 1, DC Cinematic Universe, Superheroes. That's it for that article, guys and girls. I did the Hugo Strange one. I did Henry Cavill says WB. Henry Cavill, I'm going to read this article now. Henry Cavill reveals his Superman diet. It says Justice League pre-production starts in January next year. Alyssa Caruso posted on August 13th, 2015 at 12:08 a.m. Showing a picture of Henry Cavill as Superman in the movie with no shirt on, with his buff body. And Alicia Caruso, editor-in-chief here at Movie Pilot. Nerd out with me on Twitter. Comrades at Alicia Caruso. Last night, doing the rounds for his latest movie, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., actor Henry Cavill stopped by The Tonight Show and spoke with host Jimmy Fallon. Fallon was uncharacteristically shy around the hulking Cavill and marveled that his arm was bigger than Fallon's entire leg, asking the Superman actor how he ate and worked out to get in shape for his superhero role. Though Cavill says he's in the off-season for getting in Superman shape, he has to start again soon. As he revealed, pre-production starts in January for Justice League Part 1. What does he eat when he needs to bulk up to his enormous Superman size? And if you want to find these articles, guys and girls, on Movie Pilot, type in the DC Universe and look for an article, picture that the whole thing with Superman from Man of Steel. That's how you will find all these articles. What does he eat when he needs to bulk up to his enormous Superman size? If I'm mass building, I'll eat burgers and stuff, he said. And about cardio, he hates running, but doesn't rule out other, more, shall we say, fun pursuits. There shows a video down below, a YouTube video of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Henry Cavill, and the title of the video is Henry Cavill reveals Superman's diet plan. And look it up on YouTube if you want. Cue all the women in the audience swooning, and maybe Jimmy Fallon too. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is in theaters tomorrow, meaning today. And you can recommend it to other people. And you can also share it on Facebook and Twitter. And the topics are Justice League Part 1, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. meaning Uncle. Interview. News. Video. Superheroes. DC Cinematic Universe. And there's only one comment down below by Ivnish Mitha said, So refreshing to see this as compared to the various. I eat 36 egg whites a day with etc. 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 I'm not human. Videos and articles out there. Next time anyone comments on my excessive consumption of burgers on mass building, and he has 3 likes. That's it for that article. Will Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice make Man of Steel film better? Bobby and Holt. Posted on August 7th, 2015 at 2:18 p.m. Last edited on August 10th, 2015. 5,000 total reads, 2 engagements, 14 comments. I think I've read this article already, guys and girls. Yeah, I've read this article already. Batman v Superman secret screening reportedly gets standing ovation. Katharina Dennis. Total reads 146,938. Engagements 37,553. Comments 116. Posted on August 10th, 2015 at 4:52 a.m. And to the description of her, and you can follow, and she has 1,161 followers. It shows a picture with Batman looking face to face with Superman from Batman v Superman. And Batman's in his ironed suit. And below the picture says, regardless of what side of the spectrum you fall on, it's hard to ignore the fact that fans have been waiting with bated breath to see whether Zack Snyder's first installment to the DC Cinematic Universe, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, will fulfill expectation after months of controversial casting, news, and doubtful speculation. Oh, I got some text from my best friend Zach and Monster. Hold on. He said, "Hey man, I'm sorry but I forgot that I'm having dinner with my family tonight before my sister heads back to school. I'm sorry, man, I totally forgot." And Alessandra said, "Hey Aaron, I don't know if Josh had a chance to get in touch with you, so let me update you. We've been out of town and came back late last night, and today he's with the church group till 10 tonight. It is possible that tomorrow you will have some time off. After he catches up with the Josh's chores, he will text you or call. In the morning, I hope you have a cool day." Oops, my phone misspelled some words. And an emoticon smiley face picture. Here it goes. I'll continue now. First installment to the DC Cinematic Universe. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice will fulfill expectations after months of controversial casting news and doubtful speculation. Now it seems at least one audience has been proven wrong. Den of Geek reports that Warner Brothers insiders who attended a secret screening of the film for the crew and studio execs are claiming that the film, which was a nearly finished cut, received a standing ovation, with Ben Affleck's Batman stealing the show in the audience's favor during the course of the film. Show the picture of Ben Affleck's Batman costume in a stand in the Batcave, I believe. And below the picture says, Den of Geek reports that screening were told, a glowing success, to the point where Zack Snyder's movie received a standing ovation. Warner is said to be so impressed with Affleck's performance as Batman that it's apparently in the process of making an extended Golden Deal, which could see the actor play the Cape Crusader in a trilogy of standalone movies, not the single outing already announced. All told, this deal could see Affleck in the role of Batman for the next 10 years or so. Basically, Warners are now working their movie universe around Ben's Batman, our source says. The fan reaction to Affleck was classically negative, as it has been for nearly all actors who have donned the cowl. While the screening's audience was made up of Warner Brothers employees and executives, it's always hard to determine whether or not a movie will be a hit during production. So that fact that WB is already gearing up to try and sign Affleck on to continue as Bruce Wayne / Batman for the next 10 years is either a sign of incredible basis or a surprising turn as the Dark Knight that will likely leave fans reeling. While the fans wait out for the lukewarm waters left behind by Fox's Fantastic Four, 2016's superhero film slate is jam-packed with new universe-building stories, especially for a fledgling DC Cinematic Universe under Snyder's guidance. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice hits theaters March 25th, 2016. And they show the trailer of the 2-minute trailer of Batman. Of the Batman v Superman movie. Below the video says, do you have high hopes for BVS? Show a gift picture of Batman standing up in the destroyed Batmobile. And you can it on this website. And you can share it on Facebook and Twitter. Topics, news, superheroes, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, DC Cinematic Universe. Ben Affleck is Batman. I did this video for an hour. Now, guys and girls, Corbin's getting his own movie. They always change articles on this website. Suicide Squad, Kara Delevingne. Enchantress is the antagonist, part 1. By J. Kelly. Total reads 7,164. 13 engagements, 3 comments. Posted on December 7th, 2014 at 7:03 a.m. Last edited on July 13th, 2015. Shows a picture of Enchantress from the comic and the actor who's playing her. This character. A little picture says Kara Delevingne to play Enchantress. Warner Brothers CEO Kevin Tushihara announced their DC cinematic lineup through 2020. The movie title that stood out most was Suicide Squad, and the same can be said about Enchantress, played by Kara, and being confirmed to be in the lineup of villains to star in Suicide Squad. So who is this surprise a villain in Suicide Squad? After doing some digging, I found out how powerful and complex Enchantress is, and what I found makes me believe that she could be a possible antagonist in the Suicide Squad. Shows a comic book picture of her on the ground. And in the comic says, only one way I'll be saved. June's the bright side of me. Of the light, and she's the below picture says, Enchantress, aka June Mooney. Enchantress alias is June Moon, and she is a freelance writer. June obtained her powers while at a costume party at a old castle. June came across a secret room in the castle and met a magical being named Desmore, who gave June the power of Enchantress to help him fight an evil presence in the castle. Whenever June says Enchantress, she changes from her normal blonde hair and appears to the powerful black-haired and fully costumed sorceress Enchantress. She possesses the ability to manipulate magical energy for any number of effects to include energy construct and creation, energy projection, flight, healing, illusion, casting, teleportation, and ability to walk through solid objects. Enchantress even has the ability to remotely access the magical powers of others, as she did with Captain Marvel, Shazam, when she helped him defeat Spectre and Sturga. For the Botanical, Enchantress also erased the memory of Supergirl Cable should I? After she found out that June Moon was her secret identity. Other way. Although June is a good person, the villainous, enchantress spirit. That Azamor empowered her with his evil, it is quite difficult for June to control. The more June uses the power, the more Enchantress takes control. June wants to help to control her evil side, and the Suicide Squad may be the answer. Shows a picture of the Suicide Squad. Just from the word Suicide Squad from the New 52. Below the picture says Task Force X. Amanda Waller recruits Enchantress to be part of the Suicide Squad. June accepts and becomes a member. In return, Waller promises to help June figure out how to control her evil side. Despite being diagnosed with schizophrenia. I have no idea what that is. And June admitting that it took all of her energy to control Enchantress. Waller still sends her out on a mission and instructs Deadshot to take her out if Enchantress loses control. Antagonist theory alert. Enchantress does go on a villainous murderous rampage that blows the Suicide Squad's cover and ruins the mission. The Suicide Squad is forced to take her down. After further evaluation, it is determined that was a Enchantress was a magical ticking time bomb. She was not trained to handle the magical powers she received, and therefore not prepared to handle and fight off the evil of dark magic. June later finds out that Enchantress is actually a separate entity from another dimension and not the manifestation of magic. The demon incubus rips Enchantress from June, and she then disappears, and neither her or Enchantress are seen again for 11 years. Show the picture up. Something from the New 52, from the Dark Justice League or something. And the picture said, June Moon's mind. She's the bright side of me. I'm the night, and she's the June. Get into the car and go. Show the picture of Dead Man on it. I don't know. And an old Enchantress lady. And the picture says June Moon separated from Enchantress. As you can see, Enchantress in the comic is quite powerful and unstable. June desires help to control her evil side, and those that can help are using her for the exact thing she wants help controlling, which may lead to her becoming an antagonist in the movie. Obviously, there is a lot of depth to Enchantress that will be interesting to see on screen, despite her not being an A-list character. After doing some research on Cara Delevingne, I think Warner Brothers hit a home run on this casting. I only knew her as a model, but she has the it factor that cannot be explained, and it's quite obvious when you see her in an interview. It is really easy to see why she was being considered for the Harley Quinn role as well. Kara is definitely more than a pretty face. Share your thoughts below about Enchantress' role in Suicide Squad and the casting of Kara Delevingne. Is Enchantress the squad member that gets killed while on mission? Is she the antagonist? Was Kara a great casting? Suicide Squad, Kara Delevingne. Enchantress is the antagonist, part 2. Jay Kelly. Will Enchantress be the Suicide Squad's first casualty? It shows a picture of Enchantress with green clothes and purple hair and a gold helmet thing. And it shows her stomach as well. Yes, she is expendable. No, she is way too powerful to be stopped by anyone. The squad would be tasked. Enchantress will not be on the Suicide Squad. She will be the antagonist that the Suicide Squad is tasked to stop. So I recommend it, and you can share on Facebook and Twitter. Comics, Suicide Squad, creators, DC Cinematic Universe, theory/speculation, superheroes, villain, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Marvel, DC, awesome, opinion, images, news, Comic-Con, comic books, villains. And they have 3 comments down below. Bridget Case, MP. She says, God, she is just unbearable to listen to. Jay Kelly, at Bridget Case, LL, bloody terrible. I actually think accent adds to her humor. Bridget Case, MP. Oh, didn't mean the accent. Just what she's saying. We'll agree to disagree. It's really well put together post. There's also a part 2 of the article by Jay Kelly, same guy. Posted on July 13th, 2015 at 7:52 p.m. And Jay Kelly's action, horror, and sci-fi movie enthusiast. It shows a picture of Enchantress from the Suicide Squad movie and of the actor. After Warner Brothers officially announced Kara Delevingne as Enchantress in late November 2014, I boldly predicted that she would possibly be the antagonist for the Suicide Squad movie. I provided a few comic book canon facts that support my theory. For those that did not get a chance to read that article, here you go. Of course, that was my prior to the release of any trailer for Suicide Squad, so I did not have much to base my theory on outside of the comics. The only reason outside of the comics has just arrived in the form of a fabulous teaser trailer, and what a tease it is. And this article can the Suicide Squad teaser trailer here. And below the picture says, now I know what you're thinking. The trailer didn't show much at all about the Enchantress. Well, I believe it is not what they did show, but what they didn't show. But let's analyze what we did see about Enchantress first. As we know from my Suicide Squad, Kara Jarmusch, Enchantress is the antagonist part 1. Theory article. Enchantress was not always the magical, all-powerful witch that works part-time as Amanda Waller's muscle on the Suicide Squad. In fact, she started off as a normal blonde-haired young lady named June Moon. In the comics, she got her powers because she was snooping around in a castle and stumbled upon something she was not supposed to see. Little did she know that her snooping would curse her for life. In the recent Suicide Squad trailer, we see June Moon's inquisitive side getting the best of her as well. It shows a picture of her in a explorer cape. Another picture says Gara Delevingne as June Moon. Below said, good to see David Ayer, according of the director of the Suicide Squad movie, is staying true to the source material canon, as it appears that June Moon will stumble upon the powers of Enchantress by accident in the Suicide Squad movie. If you notice in the trailer, the government official speaking with Amanda Waller, Viola Davis, says there are rumors, Amanda, that some of them have abilities. Just prior to showing June Moon, Terrence Delvage in the next frame of the trailer, which is the scene you see below. This could be an indication of when June and the Enchantress merge into one in the movie, which may be just what just happened to her. She sits in dirty crop water. And the pictures are coming from an underground place. That was a GIF picture of her moving. The little picture says, not the kind of mud bath Kara is used to. The crop water seed seems to be the beginning of June's transformation. As discussed in Suicide Squad, Kara Delevingne, Enchantress, is the antagonist part 1. June had a hard time dealing with her Enchantress side. In the new Suicide Squad trailer, we see June witching out. Similar picture shows her in her full costume in the movie. Similar picture says must have been some bad mud. It's just a teaser trailer. So this is just a theory of how I think June becomes Enchantress, which leads me to why I think Enchantress could possibly be the antagonist based on this teaser trailer. As I said in Suicide Squad, Cara Delevingne, Enchantress, is antagonist part 1. Enchantress is quite powerful and is without a doubt the most powerful character that we know of in this movie. However, we do not see that in this particular trailer, but it is alluded to with clever editing and dialogue. A character with such great power would make a great villain. For those that doubt her power, Enchantress gave the most powerful Justice League members problems in the comics. And it shows a picture of Enchantress fighting Superman. from the new 52, I guess. And it says in the picture, this is from the comic book, this future belongs to a different power. And you wonder why I didn't like magic. Magic is simply that which is not yet understood. The three of us, for instance, would probably break every physical law under the sun. It's not me. I am an honest to goodness product of science and technology. Below the picture says, Enchantress taking on the Justice League. Enchantress didn't just take them on, but she also defeated them with her magic. And there's another picture down below. There's a bunch of teeth in the picture with Cyborg, Superman, and Wonder Woman. From the new 52. And the picture says, what is the smell of sanity? Is that teeth? Filthy flying teeth. That was right. Only a crazy person would have conjured this up. It's a peak of skinned babies and sliced eyeballs. Give it a try. Something's happening. Alarm for?
Are you recording?
Yes. The stench of torn fingernails. Superman and Woman said, Superman, you're being cut to ribbons. And below the picture says, Kryptonite sounds really good right now. Further indication in the actual trailer, the Enchantress could be the main antagonist for Suicide Squad, is that she is not pictured with any of the Suicide Squad trailer. Suicide Squad in the trailer. Why is Enchantress not with the Suicide Squad? And they show another picture of Suicide Squad without Enchantress in the picture. And below the picture says, no June Moon either. Below the picture says, and if you go back even further of all the set photos and videos that have been leaked since Suicide Squad started shooting in Toronto. Toronto is Canada. Enchantress in the costume has yet to be seen. This, along with her power set that I discussed in Suicide Squad, Clara Delevingne. Enchantress is the antagonist, part 1. And this guy is a fan of, Jay Kelly's a fan of Wonder Woman. His profile picture is Wonder Woman. Is how I came up with this theory. I'm curious to know what you think. Based on the official Suicide Squad trailer, could Enchantress be the antagonist for Suicide Squad? Who do you think the antagonist will be? Please share your thoughts below. 165 people voted. Based on the official Suicide Squad trailer, could Enchantress be the antagonist for Suicide Squad? Facebook, Twitter. Topics, superheroes, creators, images, awesome news, opinion, DC, Marvel, Suicide Squad, comic books, Justice League Part 1. V Superman Dawn of Justice. Villains, theory / speculation. And total reads 91,949. Engagements 13,396. Engagements. 42 comments. First comment was Lanny Porter. Give us Deathstroke. Are you saying that the antagonist will be Deathstroke? Just say Christopher. I haven't seen the Joker with any of the Suicide Squad, not even as a picture of them all. But Enchantress is. Though they are all villains, so at some point they will be antagonists. So my theory is that the Joker will be the ultimate antagonist. Though I could be wrong. Jay Kelly replied as a post by Shazam. Yeah, the Joker has not been a member of the Suicide Squad, so not taking a picture with them is not an unusual thing. Enchantress, on the other hand, has been a member of the SS. And actually in the comics, she lost control of her powers while on a mission with the Suicide Squad. And actually, the focus of the mission became her, and Deadshot actually had to shoot her to bring her down. With that said, I expect Joker to have an interesting role in the movie, but I don't think he will be the main antagonist. Jason Gerlin. That's because the Joker is only appearing in flashback sequences. Christian Cranbeer has said, I believe Joker is their locked away secret weapon. He's too unpredictable to just let roam the streets with the SS, so they keep him hidden away until they need their wild card to unleash utter carnage. Mac Lindsay said, canon, not canon. Said, where's that canon? The flow said, how you slept it. He was correcting the spelling. There you go, I said, was that my only spelling mistake? Don't earn it. She looks just like Bucky from Captain America 2. And Clayton Baker said, no, it's going to be the Joker. Jake Howard said, we will see. But IMO, Joker will be used in flashback scenes and possibly early breaking him out of El Rev, which would be an epic breakout. That would set up the Batman solo film perfectly. Replied as a post by Shane Allen Kill. I liked Kara in the role until her recent opinion on comics. She's been talking down on comic books lately, and it's been a big turnoff for me since she's playing in a comic book movie. It's hypocritical and disrespectful to the source material, which is what got her this job in the first place. If you think comic books are sexist, then why contribute to it? Tharyuka Jawawiria said, I knew it. Mary Elizabeth White said, I think the antagonist will be Joker. June Miguel Caleno. June spelled J-U-A-N. Nope. She will be the last surprise. Nothing more. The next chapter. And the U.S. Army is there. The thing is about getting some feel, not to fight a Demata girl. And J. Kelly replied, I base my theory off of the comics mostly, until I see a more powerful character introduced. I will stand behind my theory of Enchantress. When you think about it, she is the perfect villain to make Amanda Waller assemble the Suicide Squad. Joe Speedies, what happened to Deathstroke? Lame. J. Kelly replied, Scott Eastwood is rumored to be Deathstroke. Replied as a post by Taylor Thomas. I don't buy her as a main villain, but maybe she'll become relevant later in the story. Maybe the squad will be designed to target her whereabouts and she'll join the team after a scuffle, hence why she doesn't appear at first, and why they were set on a mission. My fair share, but I just don't see her being the main culprit of the story, not by a long shot. J. Kelly said, do you think that there will be an antagonist more powerful than Enchantress that Amanda Waller will send the SS on? I guess that is what is driving my opinion, and the fact that in comics something similar happens. Taylor Thomas replied, I haven't read much comics myself, so how powerful is she? Is she beyond me? But I don't see her carrying the role movie as a villain. Maybe she'll be manipulated by something or some organization. Maybe she'll be on the enemy side and join the squad at the end of the movie. Kamar Tariq said, she might be the antagonist, but she is not the reason the squad was assembled in the first place. J. Kelly said, yeah, in the comics she's part of the squad before becoming the main target. Replied as a post by Ron Snyder, concerning the relative lack of magic-based characters in the upcoming DC movie slate. I highly doubt Enchantress is going to be the antagonist. I'm actually more kind of the theory that the Joker or Deathstroke is going to be. But I don't really think that either of those are going to end up being true. Either. The Suicide Squad has only ever had one real antagonist, regardless of which incarnation they are. And that is Amanda Waller. Applied as a post by J. Kelly. How do we know that there is a lack of magic in the DC slate? Actually, Black Adam and Shazam are confirmed. Wonder Woman's main villain could be Cersei. And then the fact that Enchantress is in SS opens the door to members of Justice League Dark. Clement actually reached out to Katana after Superman, WW, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg were defeated by Enchantress. The best way to fight that magic is with that magic. Replied as a post by Rosner. Shazam is the only movie in the slate that's likely to feature magic in any permanent way. And even then, it's probably not going to be that big of a part of it, other than the fact that the hero and the villain are powered by magic. They don't use it. They're just powered by it. Assuming the antagonist of Wonder Woman is going to be Cersei is a pretty big leap. Although, granted, She is my favorite Wonder Woman villain. And now the Geronimo del Toro is no longer attached to Justice League Dark. I suspect it's probably never going to happen. At least, but not anytime soon. It's a shame because I like the magical corner of the DCU. But let's be realistic about it. There's just not enough room for the magic stuff in the DC movies yet. J.K. replied, powered by or otherwise, Shazam gives Superman a problem because of magic. I have no idea whose Wonder Woman's main villain is going to be. My point is that magic is throughout the DC universe and based on Enchantress, King and SS. We could be suspecting to see magic throughout the universe. The DCCU has an entire spectrum of characters to play with, and they seem to be not afraid to use those characters if it falls in lines with their vision. Obviously, magic is in their vision. That's it for now, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that comment part down below there. And I've been doing this video for an hour and 36 minutes now. And I really like these articles. They did a good job writing them. I like reading them off to you guys and girls. And I'm a big fan of superhero genre stuff. So that's why I'm doing this series. I'm doing it every Friday. I think, and kind of I'm starting to cough, and I have the asthma text now. So please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, thoughts, and opinions, and views, and stay tuned for more, guys and girls. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And drink some hot chocolate. And I'll see you all later. Bye.